32 interceptions, 5 kick return touchdowns, a second straight Heisman Trophy, and a national championship appearance. Nick Sabaka Jr.'s junior season was undoubtedly the greatest in college football history, but in this video we're going to top it by a mile. After the heartbreaking loss in the Natty, Nick Jr. was deeply depressed. Even though he had undoubtedly carried Iowa throughout the season, he couldn't help but feel responsible for the loss. So despite being a surefire #1 overall pick in the NFL draft, he knew he had to come back for one more season to try to get that championship. I'll be playing Nick's whole senior season in this video to cap off the greatest career ever seen in college football. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The first game of the season is going to be very difficult, boys. We're taking on Georgia. You're going to find out really quickly if this Iowa team is built for a natty this season. Shockingly, we actually have the overall advantage in this game, and this defense has looked really good so far against a talented roster, as Nick is getting tried for the first time this season and will come down with the pick. We're going for 50 on the year, boys. We got to cash in on those streak routes. That's how we get it going. Unfortunately, offense turns it over, so we're right back at it, and we baited up the curl, but Nick just did not put his hands up. Man, I thought I had that played perfectly. That would have potentially been a pick six too. So just like that, Georgia's got a 1st and goal, and the Bulldogs strike back, finally getting into the end zone. An answer from offense would be nice here, as Nick, trying to make something happen on the return, spins out but can't quite break it to the outside. Unfortunately, offense gets nothing, and now Georgia is cooking. Their offense has come alive, and it seems like all of their receivers just have these crazy abilities. We just got cooked by a dude named Nitro Tuggle. Okay, offense thankfully able to get an answer, as they're in bunch here, and Nitro Tuggle is gonna cook us up again. This one's going all the way to the crib. We do not have anybody apart from Nick fast enough to catch this dude. Offense turns it over. Now we're really in trouble, and Nick gets caught lacking in the flat and misses the tackle. Georgia has 28 points on this defense in the first half. We'll see if Georgia just takes this to halftime, and it looks like that's exactly what they're gonna try to do. Nice tackle from Nick. Okay, ideally we can at least get a chance at a punt return here, as Georgia's just gonna run it again, and oh my god, where is everybody? Somehow this is gonna turn into a touchdown. I don't know why our linebackers are so slow, but we are getting dunked on by the Bulldogs. We're gonna have to have a special second half to win this game, as Georgia's going for the 3rd down here, dumping it off to the curl, and Nick gets the forced fumble. Let's go. His first on the season. He didn't have one all of last year, but that is a huge play. That puts us right back in this game, but we're gonna need some more stops, and this Georgia running back is going crazy. He's got 160 yards. And here on 1st down, looks like Georgia's going with some kind of screen. I'm trying to bait that up. No, instead they're going up top, and our dude is gonna get mossed. Nah, man, there's no way this is the number 14 team in the country. Georgia's roster is actually insane. I feel like we're gonna be seeing these boys again in the playoffs for sure, but it's not over yet. Nick trying to cook something up on the return and almost getting out of there. That gives offense some life. Offense has been so good in this game. It's crazy that they've kept us in it, and just one more turnover could give us a chance to tie it. Might have a chance to create one here on 3rd and 5, but I was not expecting that dude to run a drag, and Nick trying to break that up can't get in there, and that is going to take us to the 4th. Need some magic here, fellas. We got another chance at a 3rd down, and this time, oh man, I was expecting an out route. They find a curl over the middle. That's just too easy. Luckily, it looks like Georgia's going to keep on passing the ball for the time being. More shots for turnovers is good, but we're cooked. My god, dude, number 33 is way too slow. Whoever that is needs to get off the field. And offense turns it over. Georgia beats us by multiple scores, hanging 56 on this defense. Look at that second quarter. I really think this is the best team we'll play all year. Nick fought really hard to keep his team in it with the pick and the forced fumble, but just not quite enough. Thankfully, we only dropped to number 8 in the rankings, and the last few times we played Iowa State, we've had a pretty good time, but man, they gash us on the run here. Nick has to come all the way to the other side of the field to lay the hit. We do have Iowa State to 3rd and 10 here though, and they're just going to the out route. We get the tackle. I really do not want to leave this game up to offense. Let's go get some pick sixes, boys. This one could be it, but unfortunately they had a fast receiver coming right at us. Still should put us in great position to take the lead here. Offense of course cashes that in. How about we go get one of those 5 pick days, boys? That would be real nice right now. Defense has been eating so far. We'll get a chance at a punt return here, but dude, I just didn't play that well. Tried to set up for a spin and we didn't have the room for it. ISU is going to have a chance to get back in this game before halftime, and oh man, I baited that up way too much. This is the thing that kills me in these games, dude. I get way too greedy. A lot of the time it works out for Nick, but it looks pretty stupid when it doesn't. So somehow we find ourselves trailing in the 3rd quarter, and now ISU just has a ton of momentum. Kind of like in this year's real life game, man. We looked like the better team by far at the start of the game, but after a few big plays, we are on the ropes, and a loss in this game would maybe kill our college football playoff hopes, but my god, what a spin by Nick. But offense, only gets a field goal. With just 4 minutes left, ISU has a 5-point lead. Nick's dreams of taking this team to the national title are crumbling right before his eyes. This is where he's got to make something happen, and here on the play action pass, he baited up the out route and gets it. Let's go. Best pick of the season so far. Couldn't have come at a better time. And offense cashing it in. We got to go play some defense, fellas. Dude's running a zig route on Nick there, and man, I thought we had the leverage. Very tough route to guard with this camera angle, and thankfully on first down we will get a sack. Okay, the momentum seems to be back on our side as Nick's man trying to run a C route. We're all over that. Okay, so 3rd and 22, expecting verticals here probably. Let's see what we get. Nick is baiting that up, and give me that 3rd pick on the day. Come on, Nick, let's do something with this, buddy. Haven't had a pick 6, but Nick will cleverly navigate around, and this one is gonna go in. Nick almost single-handedly puts us back on top by 2 scores. Or actually, I guess it still only is 1 score. This is where we gotta lock down. Can't be over aggressive as ISU actually runs the ball there. So we're gonna have 4th and 3 potentially for the game. And let's see, dude's running an out route, and we're on it. Let's go, dude. It'll be another crib call, 4th of the day. This was not your traditional 4-pick game, but that one should bag this thing up. I know this game isn't technically over, but I'm gonna keep on playing for picks, and oh my god, I was not expecting them to come to us there. And here on 4th and 28, it's gotta be verts. We know what's coming, so we'll bait it up, but that might have actually been a good ball, but Nick knocks it out. Just 4 minutes ago, we were down by 5 points. This is the effect that Nick can have on a game. Just totally flipped it on its head. 4 picks, 2 of them being pick 6s. After that, Nick gets his first national award of many this season. So next we got Western Michigan. When we take on a team like this, I want to see Nick pad those Heisman stats, and what better way to start it off than a 100-yard pick 6? Whenever we lurk up the flats in this game, there is going to be nobody who can catch Nick, not that there normally is, and he is going to go all the way to the house, high stepping at the 10-yard line. Let's go. So we got the interception game going. Now I want to get the kick return game going. It's always refreshing when we take on these slow teams because all of a sudden the return game just opens up so much. Offense has not been lights out so far, but they're going to give us a 10-point lead, and I want to see at least one more pick before halftime. I'm trying to bait a little something up here, but oh my god, there is somebody on our defense who's been getting cooked just about every time someone runs a corner route in man coverage this year. Against Western Michigan, come on guys. And thankfully we do, but I am far from satisfied with this game. Nick's gonna have to get some more action here. Need a big play here to put this one to bed, but at this point, Western Michigan's actually getting a great push. There is nobody there. We are not playing like a national title team right now. Sit down though, you gotta fumble that ball, running back. Need a nice little stop here on 3rd and 1 as Western Michigan gonna run it up the middle, and once again just getting a good push. There are definitely concerns to be had with this defense, and we are fully on upset alert. Man, Nick almost had that comeback lurked up, but just a perfect ball by the quarterback. This is gonna be interesting. 4th quarter, and Western Michigan surprisingly passing the ball. Instead we got 2nd and goal, and this time it's a run. We do get the tackle. Okay, big play, boys. Western Michigan's going with 3 fullbacks, and somehow we didn't see that coming. Tie ball game in the 4th. Are you kidding me? I would love it if we could just take a kick return to the house here, man. Nothing crazy. Nick is going to get tackled though. Okay, offense does thankfully get a touchdown, but all of a sudden Western Michigan's offense has a ton of confidence. Our defense has really struggled in the second half, and Western Michigan going for it all here. Our safety is somehow gonna pick that ball off. That is a huge play. Shout out to Dwayne Cadu, but offense can't close it out. Western Michigan once again has a chance to tie it up, and dude, just what is happening with our man coverage? We're coming in at like a 93 overall. We should way out athlete Western Michigan, but they've somehow just found ways to get guys open. All right, this is where Nick has been getting a pick. 2nd and 10. Let's see. I'm trying to bait that up, and once again that same route is open. Who is getting cooked in there? There might have been some bumpage on that one, as oh my god, he's gonna test Nick here, and I got turned around a little bit, but Nick still comes down with it, and thank god, dude, this is gonna be a pick 6. We needed that in the worst way. 69 yards to the crib this time, and Kinnick Stadium has come back alive. But man, win or lose, we've gotten outgained by 100 yards by Western Michigan. This team might have more problems than I thought after the Georgia game, and 2 picks, not satisfying for me. I want another one before we get out of here. Thought we had that baited up, but once again, like, what is happening with our coverage downfield? This is not a problem we've had a lot in past seasons, but this time we're gonna get the pick. Nick's teammates did make a couple of big plays in this game, so that is gonna do it. Very difficult game for some reason, and without Nick, I don't know if this team was making it happen. Had 2 picks, both to the crib. That performance will earn our guy a 2nd National Defensive Player of the Week. And look at this, Nick not on the Heisman watch, but Georgia has some boys on here. We saw that in our first game. And next up, we're taking on Wisconsin in the beautiful stripe out. I'm definitely biased, but I think that a Kinnick Stadium stripe out is just about the most beautiful sight in college football. And how about Purdue starting it out with a pick, getting a little bit of waving going early on. Last year, I seem to remember us absolutely pummeling Wisconsin, and I'm hoping that we can do that again today, as look at Nick getting a nice return going. We really haven't seen a whole lot from him in the return game this season. In the kick return game, that is. He's had plenty of interception returns. And we got a third down here, chance to get great position for a return, as Wisconsin's just going to run it, and I was supposed to be there, but a great tackle is going to stop dude short. Alright, can we make something happen regardless? Nick is going to take it the wrong direction and gets absolutely nothing. Offense does get a touchdown though, and man, I need a pick here soon. We've got 7 picks on the season, but weirdly it feels like we're off track. And oh man, missed opportunity there. I saw that way too late. Kind of a bizarre passing play from Wisconsin, as on third down, looks like another play action, and this time Nick is not near the play, but lays down the hit and stops dude short. This defense is locking up on Wisconsin. Nick hasn't gotten this many chances at a punt return all year, and trying to make something happen here will at least get respectable yardage. We're up 17 points, and Wisconsin only has 17 yards of total offense, but finally getting a big play here. This is actually going to be a huge play, and Nick's going to have to track this guy down. So Wisconsin does have a chance to get back in this game here, but Nick is baiting that up and will jump the little corner route. I wasn't sure if he was going to throw that, so I hesitated just a little bit, but a quick recovery, and this is going to the bank. We are dunking on Wisconsin again. This is exactly what I wanted to see. And with a big lead, Wisconsin's going to have to pass it here. I think Nick could be primed for a huge second half. Wisconsin's going to come out with a little play action here, and I see that flat. We are once again going to get to it just a half second late, but we're going to get one of those for sure before this game is done. And Wisconsin's going to run Nick's way here. I was trying to go for the big hit, but somehow dude shrugs that off. Still a nice play by Nick to fight around the block to get in there. Nick has gotten so much better in run support these last couple of seasons, and baiting up the streak. This is something he's been good at since he was a freshman, and now we're starting to see the stats. This could definitely turn into a 4-pick game. Unfortunately, Wisconsin has kind of stopped throwing the ball Nick's way. In fact, they've actually been playing pretty good offense going into the fourth quarter. So this game might not be totally over, as they came right to Nick on the slant. Oh boy, we gotta pick that thing. Good knockout there regardless. I just never really expect them to throw those quick balls, as they're gonna go up top here, and Purdue getting his second pick of the day, right? Or no, his last pick was in the Western Michigan game. He's been balling this season, man. And that'll bag up what was a dominant game through 3 quarters. Kind of got a little bit closer at the end. Nick has a good but not great game by his standards. 2 interceptions, and how many touchdowns? 1. And after that one, Nick is finally up in the Heisman watch, up to number 2. And how about our guy Jalen Keys coming in at number 5? Through 4 games, Nick is sitting at 9 interceptions on the season, so on pace to catch around the same number as last year. Hopefully we can boost those numbers up. All of a sudden, we're up to number 4 in the country, and back at home taking on Rutgers today. I'm hoping for a nice little blowout in this one. Offense didn't start it out well, but Nick is gonna start it out with a diving one-handed pick. That was one of the nastiest plays of his career. I cannot believe we caught that. Looked like we were cooked for sure. Dude got off the line faster than I was expecting. Unfortunately, offense instantly turned it over. So Rutgers has pretty decent field position here, but on 3rd and 5, we just boxed up that entire side of the field. They'll have to punt. I do think it's funny how weird the punting logic is in this game. Tons of teams punting from inside the 40. But bro, offense just threw a pick 6. What is going on? Apparently Rutgers has a goddamn menacing defense, and trying to run a screen to Nick's side here, dude is not gonna throw it, and actually eventually does. I was trying to bait it up a little bit. I missed an NCAA 14 when that was just an auto throw from the CPU, and on 3rd and 10 we're gonna get to the quarterback. Okay, I think it's safe to say that offense needs a little boost. This is a short kick, but Nick actually has a little bit of room. Never mind, that closed up quick. Okay, they did finally get a touchdown, and Rutgers go into the air here. They're gonna try to hit the seam. I felt like Nick was cooked up low-key, but his teammate gets the pick. That's big. All right, we finally take our first lead in the game with a little bit left in the second, and going to the sideline here. Oh bro, Nick's got to be on that. Dude ran the route just a little bit weird, and Nick trying to bait up the curl, and cornerback just takes off. Defense has been really good. Rutgers doesn't have an offensive point yet. Let's see what we get on 3rd and 7. Looks like out routes. Nick was fried, but we get the stop. Headed to halftime. This is looking like a pretty classic Iowa game. I'm gonna need a pick 6 here soon. Was hoping it was gonna be nice and easy, but Rutgers quarterback rolling out here and finding the wheel route. The Scarlet Knights are gonna take the lead. We might actually be in real trouble if something doesn't happen soon, and Nick trying to get into the box there, but it's a first down. Need a pick in the worst way, buddy. Come on. Rutgers is going to go to the seam. Wasn't expecting that play call at all. We're cooked. It's going to take some goal line magic, and on first down, they're just running it up the middle, and we cannot stop it. 2-score lead, really? Okay, our offense has got to get their act together, and dude just decided to not block for Nick at all. And offense turns it over. All of a sudden, Rutgers can do no wrong. They're cooking our defense. We actually cannot stop the run right now. I've been surprised this year. Our defenses seem to be worse than last season, even though they're like a better overall. Just got to try to bait up these flats. Let's see. Okay, they're going with a run play. For some reason, I thought that was slants, and they do get in. Are we getting blown out by Rutgers? What does the world come to, man? I'm trying to make something happen on the return. And yeah, man, this is over. There's nothing we can do. This is incredibly concerning for our college football playoff hopes. We might have to run the table now. Getting dunked on by a mid-Rutgers team at home is really going to drop us in those rankings. It almost felt like this game was totally out of Nick's control. After that first interception, he didn't really have a chance at anything. And yeah, that is going to drop us all the way down to number 17. It's going to be a climb to get back to the top. And after that one, Nick drops in the Heisman watch. We do have a nice chance to get back on track, taking on USC on the road. They're ranked number 13 and started out by cooking up our cover 2. USC gave us a ton of trouble in the conference championship last year, and they're going up top. Nick is cooked, but somehow leaps for the pick. Are you kidding me? I was not expecting a streak route this far in the red zone, and that was a lucky one. And I guess offense actually has a little bit of life today. I don't know where this energy was against Rutgers, but we're in a good spot, up 10-0, and man, what a play from our linebacker to knock that away. Thought that crosser was about to be going damn near to the house. Instead, Nick will get his first chance at a return, but of course there's a dude running right at him. Can we get out of here though? Okay, tried to cut that back in. Gotta keep our foot on the gas here, boys, but they cooked our cover 2 again. That was a wider split than I thought, and this one is going to the bank. That's Xavier Jordan, the fastest man around. I completely forgot that prime Xavier Jordan was on this USC team. He might be a headache to deal with, but Nick is going to get out of there, and finally we're gonna get our kick return touchdown. Comes at a really nice moment too, leading us into halftime with a 2-score lead, and Nick will take a bow for the USC crowd. That'll hopefully give us back a little bit of Heisman hype, but oh no, dude, I spoke too soon on us being up 2 scores at halftime. Somehow they snuck that past us again, and Xavier Jordan once again is going to take it to the house on this defense. And offense turns it over with just 15 seconds left. We are suddenly in very real trouble of going down before halftime. Let's see what we get here on first and goal. USC's quarterback is going to take off, and just like that, they take the lead in under a minute. I don't know how that happened. Squandering a lead like that is not a good feeling, but offense came out of halftime nice. The thing is, we just have no room for error here, boys. We lose this game, the season could potentially be over, and I really don't want Nick to end his career without a national title. As USC's got a third down here, and just running a little curl action, we get the knockout. Okay, USC will have 4th and 1, and I thought they were running it our way. Instead, the quarterback keeps it, and no way he's gonna get that. How did he break out of there? It's just one of those games where the computer will find any way to cook you, and bro, that should have been a pick. Why are you just sticking one hand up in the air, bro? What's that gonna get us? Now we got 4th and 1, and running with a stick. Oh, dude just barely got his feet in bounds. 2 4th down conversions is demoralizing, and USC's running back goes right through our safety for the touchdown. Offense thankfully able to get a touchdown. Now defense has got to get a stop, and we just cannot tackle right now. I'm going to really need Nick to get a pick here. He's played fine, but needs to make another play. 3rd and 7, and they're just throwing a screen. Come on, somebody make a tackle. Thank you very much. Definitely an interesting play call from USC there, and unfortunately we go 3 and out. So we're fighting for our college football playoff lives, and once again, the tackling just atrocious. Like, how do you not get that guy on the ground? He might just be doomed. I think our best hope is to hold USC to a field goal, and it is going to be 3rd and 6. Okay, come on, fellas. They're in split back. Looks like they are. Okay, I don't know what this play is, but they've got a guy over the middle and miss him. Thank you. Offense is going to have 2 minutes to cook. We'll see if Nick can get something going here and makes a move to the inside and cuts it out. Nick Sabatka is going to make his biggest play of the season, taking it to the house with just a couple minutes left. Let's go, dude. Haven't had a kick returning game like this in a while. Defense has been rough all day. Just need one more stop, but we're not going to get it, are we? Seems like no matter what we call, we're getting fried up. Either Nick is getting a pick or offense is winning us this game. And oh, dude, they ran a screen to his side. Why do they not throw that? A screen pick would bring joy to my heart, but instead USC just dumping it to the flats. Okay, 3rd down. Obviously, this is 2 down territory for the Trojans at this point. And on 3rd and 5, expecting a curl, we're going to get it and knock that out. Number 26. Let's go. Okay, 4th and 5. This is huge. Trying to go cover 2 and just seeing the curl, but they sneak sneak a dragon underneath, and yeah, man, that pretty much encapsulates our game. And USC first and goal is shockingly going to pass it, and okay, we get the knockout. Gotta find a way here, expecting a run, but no, we get an RPO. That's fine. Cannot blame Nick for selling out for that. And boys, offense answers. We're gonna have 55 seconds left. I'm nervous as hell here, and dude, the man coverage is scary. I really just don't even know what to run at this point. USC is gonna go to the sideline. Okay, we got 3rd and 5. All right, Nick is manned up against Xavier Jordan, and dude is going to run an out route. We're on that, but man, they are moving the ball fast. This is not good. They're going with a weird bunch quads look here. I don't really know how to defend this, and looks like it's just a screen. No, they throw it over the middle, and our linebacker gets it. The clutch pick does not come from Nick. Keeter would be proud. Let's go Easton, dude. We sneak out of there with a huge win. Needed it in the worst way. Not a lot of chances for Nick in the passing game, but he did it in the return game today. 2 touchdowns, 280 yards. Come on now. And we know those Heisman voters love a kick returner, boys. Mid-season, Nick is sitting at a respectable 11 interceptions, but to meet our goals, we really got to get those numbers up. Next, we got Purdue, who for some reason is ranked number 9 in the country. And apparently we got our blackout unis on the road, as Purdue might be ranked for a reason, fellas. They cook up our defense, which to be fair, a lot of teams have been doing this season, and the Boilermakers started out on top. Nick is feeling it coming off the kick returning game he had last week though, and spinning out here is somehow going to create some room. Won't be a crib call, but solid field position for this offense. Need a big turnover game from Nick. The last couple have been calm. If he wants to get those pick numbers up, he's got to start going crazy. On 3rd and 1, see, normally they would throw that out route. Instead, he hits the stick. It would really be unfortunate if we went out losing to Purdue and Rutgers, but that might be what we're about to do. Once again, I get too greedy for the pick, just baiting it up way too much. But in that case, we were just a few steps behind, and Nick tries to take that up the middle. Nothing doing. It has straight up just been a bad, nasty game so far, but finally, something good is going to happen. You see there, I basically baited up that streak route the same way. It all depends on how the quarterback throws it, but we get the big play we needed. Offense has got to cash this in, and they do. Thank you, boys. They've been really good since that Rutgers game, or really apart from the Rutgers game, I should say. I would of course be happy to see another pick from Nick here, and I thought we were about to get it on that zig route. Big play at this point. We're in the cover 2, and Purdue got a little out route there. Ooh, man, we should have baited that up. Instead, they go deep, and we just swatted away. So we see the classic punt from the 41 on 4th and 3, only in the Big Ten. But very unfortunately, offense threw a pick 6. That's their second in a couple of games. I don't know what's going on there, but Nick is swamped on the return. Thankfully, they answer. Back-to-back 30-point games for this offense is not bad at all. Iowa is transitioning with the new Big Ten, it appears, and trying to bait up a little curl route here. Oh no, dude. Our guy gets fried on the fade ball. This defense just can't catch a break right now. I would love if we could get like a fumble or something, like a little gift, you know? We have been getting plenty of gifts from our offense, I'll say that. But this time they end up punting it. Defense, please come through here. We should not be struggling this much against an 85 overall offense. And the thing is too, they're throwing it like a lot. We should have more picks. And looks like a little RPO here. There we go, bro. That feels so good. You have no idea. This one's going back to the bank, and Nick delivers. Give him his 3rd Heisman. Come on now. I'm very surprised that dude threw that. And oh man, we almost got a screen pick. Y'all saw Nick trying to leap for that thing too. Purdue's going screen here, and oh man, nobody on that side. Looks like Purdue's gonna start it out with a shot, and we're in the cover 2. Our safety has to get over and doesn't, but dude drops the ball. Okay, so 3rd and 6. This time Purdue going with corner routes, and we're all over that. How about a little pressure from this defense? That's nice. Okay, 2 huge stops from the boys. And do I take this out? We actually got some room. I'm gonna take it out. Why not? We will spin out, and I shouldn't have taken it out. And we have mounted another nice little comeback, as looked like Purdue was going with the screen, and we get the D-line pick. What? Blink twice, and we've got 50 points on the board. And another example of how Nick can just turn a game around. We were dead in the water until that pick 6, and getting a 3rd on the day. This one should be very good news for the polls, as Nick coming through with 3 interceptions. That's the game I wanted to see, and one of the nicest pick 6s of his career in my opinion. We are back in the top 10 just in time for a big matchup at Penn State, and Nick taking this out of the end zone is gonna make a move, and he is out of here, boys. The kick return game has been great this season. I believe that's our 3rd or 4th touchdown, right? Couldn't couldn't have asked for a better start, and oh boy, I'm trying to bait that up. If it was NCAA 14, I would have got him to throw it my way. Honestly, maybe should have just run a big loop around him here as Penn State going to us deep, and we might be in trouble, but Nick recovers like crazy, somehow catches the pick. And yeah, this game is just one of those ones. The energy is different for Nick. He is ready to prove that he deserves his third straight Heisman Trophy. We've got a chance to really make a statement that we need to be in the college football playoff, and Nick's in the cover 2 here, but playing the post and gets the pick. And oh boys, we might actually have a shot to crib this. Come on, man. This will be so dope. Nick is going to swerve out some guys and will beat the quarterback. This might be the best pick 6 of his career, dude. That was clean as hell. Potential Heisman moment in this first quarter for our boy, and we just got to keep eating in this game. I can tell this quarterback is a turnover machine. He has no fear, and baiting him up again, these wide receivers are just slow enough. And 3 interceptions and a kick return touchdown in the first quarter is nuts. We have stormed into Penn State with a 21-point first quarter. It has pretty much all been Nick, but man, we missed the big hit on the quarterback. Come on now. If we got a forced fumble there, I don't know. And oh man, Nick had that baited up, almost gets another pick, but drops it. Come on. And Penn State actually going to come out running the same play there. It would have been crazy if we picked that off. Instead, we'll get a big hit on the RPO. But Penn State is finally doing something on offense. I am really not trying to see this game get close. And here on 2nd and goal, oh my god, I thought we were on our way to another pick. Got just a little bit too inside, but we get some kind of penalty on Penn State. Crazy that we've got 3 picks and have missed opportunities for 2 more, but Penn State will get into the end zone here. You know what would be clean here is another kick return touchdown, and no shot, dude. We spun everybody out. I know this isn't going to be a crib call, but that's still clean. Nick is just feeling it today. Offense thankfully getting a field goal. That's big for slowing down Penn State's momentum, and we play the C route perfectly. I can't believe that quarterback threw that, man. The ball is like a magnet to Nick right now, and absolutely no shot on playing conservative here. I'm going to try to go for another pick, and Penn State's going to go to the end zone. We're definitely going to get another couple of shots at picks, and Nittany Lions are running it here. We whiff on the tackle in the hole. That was ugly. Unbelievably, the Nittany Lions have a chance to make this a 1-score game here, and they are going to do just that. Running back throwing himself into the end zone, and offense throws a pick. What is going on? There is suddenly a lot of pressure on this Iowa team. We got a 3rd down here. Nick in the cover 2 almost got fooled by that curl, but plays it, and we do get the sack. Okay, and offense had a drive going, but once again turns it over. Now we could really be in trouble. They have so much momentum. We need just one more big play from Nick. Apart from him, this defense has not really been good today. Penn State's total yardage is pretty high at this point. Come on, man. Need a pick in the worst way. Nope, Penn State's just gonna run it again, and I got way too far inside. Somehow, these boys are gonna take the lead. Unbelievable. But here with 3.5 minutes left, Penn State's actually gonna take a deep shot. Looks like we have a guy there in the cover 2, but that ball was beautifully placed, and dude lays out for it for the first down. There is some kind of voodoo in the air right now. The game just does not want us to win, and they'll go right up the middle for the touchdown. All right, 3 minutes left. We need a touchdown on this drive 100%. Nick is going to try to bounce that out, but nothing doing. Offense did choose just the right time to come alive. They get another clutch score as Nick baiting up the C route again, and let's go. 5th pick of the day. Come on, man. And how about a touchdown from offense? We can finally breathe easy in this one. A totally bizarre day, but it's turned out to be a great one for Nick. I would love a 6th interception. That's not something that we've done, but instead Penn State slices us over the middle. Okay, I pray that they do not get this onside. Nope, we recover. That win might have just sent us to the Big Ten championship game, as Nick went absolutely unconscious with 5 interceptions, a pick 6, and a kick return touchdown. So now we got Minnesota, who is coming in at a terrible 0-8 record. Nick starting it out with a tackle. This is one of those games that we just can't lose as a top 5 team, and they're running curls here. Nick baits it up and gets the pick. We weren't in perfect position, but Nick is going to break out of there, and this is somehow going to turn into a house call. Another Heisman moment for the boy. He leaps into the end zone. This game is going pretty much how it should go. We head into the second quarter, and Nick's still only with 1 pick. I want to pump those numbers up. This is where we need to bait a little something up, and we are going to do just that on the streak route. There's our 2nd on the day, and we got a lane, boys. Minnesota has some slow boys for whatever reason, and we're going to take this to the crib for a many-yard touchdown. The second half's been kind of boring. They're not really coming Nick's way, but they did there. Man, we were so close to another pick 6, and I was hoping for another pick, but that is going to go ahead and do it for this one. We have just been dominating these trophy games in Nick's career. Nick nabs another National Defensive Player of the Week, and he is closing in on that 3rd Heisman Heisman, boys. So we are up to number 3 in the country, and next up we're taking on Illinois, who has this scrambling quarterback. I know dude is going to be annoying. And here on first down, he is going to dot us up with a laser over the middle, Illini moving the ball. This one has trap game written all over it, and Illinois running Nick's way there. He was almost there for the tackle, but we were just a little bit off on our angle, and Ho gonna get the touchdown to start it. Somewhat surprisingly, Illinois is a fast-paced offense, and our defense struggling so far in this first half. Got a chance at a stop here on third down, and Illinois just running curls. I had it baited up, but he throws it to the other side. It's just another one of those games where if we don't get the picks, it's gonna get rough. It is so hard to just get straight up stops playing cornerback. Like, this dude already has 200 passing yards in the first half. So far, Illinois has basically been dominating this game, but going up top here, big mistake, buddy. Finally, we get the first pick of the day, and offense needs to go cash this in, boys. And thankfully they do. Now we got to find a way to get another stop, and they're coming our way on the hitch. Man, so close to another pick. All right, 3rd and 10. Come on, man. Let's see what we got. Looks like they're going to take a deep shot. No, they go to the screen, and of course, just nobody on the left side. We cannot stop these guys. Hoping for some help here on 3rd and 1, but no, they just go the other way. This is so frustrating. All right, 2nd and 8. Looks like Illinois is going to go with the pass. We're in man coverage. They try to hit the fade ball, but that was actually great defense. Okay, this feels like a huge play. I'm watching out for those curls, and instead they are just going to run the ball. We're all over it. Let's go. Finally, a little bit of daylight for us to take the lead. Nick is going to take it out from deep in the end zone and trying to cut it to the outside. Has a burst of speed. He slowed down a little bit on the cut, but Nick is going to get up out of there. Dang, dude, we needed that so bad. I knew offense wasn't going to score again, too. These are the games where we earn that Heisman. These grinded out games where Nick's team, like, essentially 100% needs him to make those plays. He has just delivered again and again, as Illinois is going to the seam there, and oh man, I thought we were about to get in there. But the drive is just going to continue. Illinois going to the seam again, though, and this time we get the pick. And thankfully they do. Just like that, we're back up by 2 scores, and give me that, dude. They never throw that slant route. This quarterback is choking, and Nick takes this down to the 12. Let's go, dude. Talk about a score that doesn't represent what 90% of this game has been like, and it's gonna get blown open even more. We just barely get to that flat route. The acceleration on Nick is actually crazy, dude. When he goes to the combine, he might run the fastest 40-yard dash in NFL history. This is what Nick does, boys. Flips games on their damn head. We have seen that game after game, and give me the 4th pick. Nick was a little bit behind that, but the recovery is crazy. We haven't seen recovery like that since Dante Manello. That was an insane 3rd quarter, dude. 36 points in 1 quarter. We get out of there with a big dub. Nick started off quiet, had 0 solo tackles on the day, but was just unconscious in the second half. 4 picks, 1 to the crib, and had the kick return. It is really looking like Nick's gonna lock down that 3rd Heisman. With 2 games left, he's sitting at 25 picks. As next up, we'll head to Michigan State. Michigan State coming in at 82 overall, which is much lower than most of the teams we played in the Big Ten, so hoping for an easier game for sure. Their quarterback started out with a dime, but trying to go to the flats here. What are you doing? You absolute idiot. You absolute buffoon. Nick didn't even really bait that up, and this will be an easy crib call. 14-point lead just a minute into the game, and looking to extend that lead here. Michigan State's got a 3rd down, and once again, this quarterback makes a stupid throw. Nick is the king of baiting up those streak routes, and this could turn into a pick 6. Showed a burst of speed, but I think I maybe did a little bit too much wiggling. All right, yeah, 3 minutes in, this is the exact game I was hoping for. And how about Nick's teammate coming down with a pick? This quarterback is actually trash. This might end up rivaling our 3rd quarter from last week, as Nick defending the post and gets his hands on that ball. I think we're gonna get an illegal touching or DPI though, and that is what we get. Very lame. I couldn't even see my damn player, as Michigan State's running back actually making a quite shiced move. Got a little 3rd and 5 here, and it looks like a streak. No, dude is gonna run a curl, and we're on it. Almost got the pick. Look at offense averaging 26 yards a play. Michigan State was finally able to get on the board with a field goal, and they got the stop. As oh my god, dude, sometimes this just happens in man coverage. You get these terrible angles, and all of a sudden it's a crib call for the offense. All of a sudden this feels just a little bit like that Penn State game, or maybe not. I guess we're just gonna keep pouring on the picks. 3 in the first half, and somehow there's nobody on Michigan State to catch Nick. Those boys have given up, and he will once again take it to the bank. I would be so happy if we got 4 on 1 half, half, and we might be getting it here, but that ball gets overthrown. Are you kidding me? I guess we gotta have some bad luck every once in a while, and for the first time in a minute, Nick is gonna get legitimately beat in man coverage. That out route is hard to guard when you're playing for the inside, and Michigan State gonna go back at him here on first down. Man, I was not expecting that, and we can't get a reaction, unfortunately. That may have been Nick's worst drive of the season right there, and the Spartans just kinda hanging around in this game. And MSU gets the ball coming out of half. This kinda is feeling like the Penn State game a little bit, and they've got the corner wide open. Is it really a one-score game just like that? What were we up by, like 32? This is actually crazy. Nick not going to be able to do anything with the return once again. Offense did get a big answer though, and Michigan State going with a bubble screen. Give me that. I don't know why, man, but picking off a screen feels better than anything. Not able to crib it, but still. This quarterback just keeps trying to fit balls into places they should not go, but is going to get Nick here on the comeback. That one's really hard to guard unless you're like really paying attention. And I do admit, sometimes I let my eyes drift off the wide receiver when I think he's just running a streak, but it doesn't matter. This quarterback loves their own picks. This one is feeling safe again, and I didn't even realize, but I think that Nick is one pick away from 30 in the regular season. That would be a big milestone for him for sure. Sadly, we're not going to hit 30 in this one, but it was a very nice game. Another 4 picks for Nick. He really took it over, especially in the first half. We are, of course, taking on Nebraska in the season finale. Kinnick Stadium has got a beautiful stripe out going for this one, and hey, Nick's teammate starting it out with a pick. He's been kind of balling lately. That's the senior Zion Armstead. But offense somehow gets nothing out of that. They got to be a little bit better than that. I think we need a little something from Nick here. He will bait up the streak route and give me that. Is that mini Mahomes again? No, it's a new quarterback. We're not going to be able to crib this. A nice little way to start her out. And I totally forgot to mention that was Nick's 30th pick on the season. He's got well over 100 in his career at this point, hitting statistical milestones that will never be passed. Nick has made Dante Manella look like a common man. He has truly lived up to the Spotka name. But to really solidify this legacy, he's going to have to win a national title with Iowa, as Nebraska will have to settle for a field goal. And we know that winning that natty will not be easy, boys. We've been struggling plenty with some of these Big Ten games. We head to the second quarter wave-in, and I feel pretty okay about this one. And okay, offense gets a big time touchdown. This is where we got to put the Huskers in the ground, and on third down, they're just running a tunnel screen to Nick's guy. That's your call, Mr. Coach? All right, let's really bust this open. Nick has a shot at a return and actually a ton of space. Come on, man. Come on. Give me some blocks. Give me some blocks. Get to the outside, Nick. No, dude. I was thinking about beating that punter. A shameful moment to be sure, but offense able to put it in. And we could very well head to halftime with a nice 3-score lead here. On 3rd and 6, we might get the ball back, or we might just pick it off again. I'll take that too. And come on, man. Crib this. Crib this. We got to outrun some slow guys. We can do that. Nick Sabaka to the crib and maybe locking this one up. And hopefully locking up that Heisman as well. I mean, I don't know how you could vote for anyone else. There's maybe never been anybody in college football as impactful as Nick. And why not come to him again? This time we lurk up the vert set out of the bunch. And once again, it'll be to the crib. We're piling on the 3 and 4 pick games at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if we got 5 today. 40 picks on the season looks very, very possible at this point. Probably not in the regular season, but depending on how far we go in the playoffs. Second half has been kind of dry. Not gonna lie, dude's not really throwing it Nick's way. We gotta bait it heavy at this point. They're running a little streak ball. We gotta pick that off. Basically, every time I see a streak at this point, it's like a 60% chance that we're gonna pick it. Maybe even a little bit higher than that. I like getting in there for a nice little tackle too. I do kind of want to do like a free safety middle linebacker series after this that's a little bit more focused on tackling and stuff, because legitimately getting a tackle is harder than getting a pick in this game, dude. The picks have been coming easy, and Buddy throws to the flats again. This is gonna be a clear path. 90 yards. We start celebrating at the 10, and Nick is at 5 picks on the day, giving him 34 on the season, and I'm not at all satisfied. Let's get 6 on the day, something we have not done before in this series. And at this point, I hope offense doesn't run out the clock. Let's get a little more. They do. The Heroes Classic is gonna wrap up with a 31-point dub. We smashed Nebraska for the 2nd year in a row. Very, very fun game. I don't know if I'd say it was the best of Nick's career, and hold up. Bro, what did they do to my interception yards? My beautiful interception yards. That better not hurt our Heisman hopes. We'll be taking on Indiana in the Big Ten championship game. As yeah, there's no way that we only had like 200. Yeah, dude, they axed our interception yards. They've probably done this a couple times this season, actually. But yeah, 35 picks is nuts. It has been a wild season, and it comes down to this. Big Ten championship game for a spot in the college football playoff. I really want that first round bye, but Indiana gonna pick up an early 3rd down. Indiana handed us us one of our only losses last year, and it looks like they might be up to the task today, quickly responding with a touchdown. Need Nick to go crazy in this game as he's got it on the kick return and showing a lot of speed will get out to the 30. I can already tell that Indiana's offense is going to be incredibly annoying to deal with. They run a lot of play action and stuff, and our DBs are struggling early on in this one as Nick gets tried for the first time and can't quite make the pick on the curl route. We had it red all the way too. Just a little bit too loose baiting that up, and this time we bite down on the hitch route. Indiana is killing us in the passing game. Nick is going to have to make something happen soon, and here on the return, he is going to sneak through a hole. It looked like he was about to get tackled, but somehow we get up out of there. This one's going to the bank, and this has turned into a serious shootout. Kick returns aren't enough though. I'm gonna need some picks here as Nick was trying to bait up the streak route and sit down. Indiana has one of those offense that runs hurry up but audibles every 2 seconds. It is actually driving me crazy, and another big hit. Okay, 3rd and 5. Come on, boys. Need to give our offense something, and they're going up top. Give me that. Oh no, Nick, come on, man. And despite Indiana looking really solid, we got a 2-score lead. Look at Nick fighting through the block to get the tackle. He's actually made a nice impact in run support so far as we're in the cover 2, and Indiana is going to try to hit us with a hole shot. Nick almost lurked it up, but dude just got it in there too soon, and this will turn into a huge game. We got to track him down from behind. Obviously not ideal there as Indiana's got it on the 1, and man, I thought we had him short. They're going to give him a touchdown on that. The shootout continues. We're on pace to score like 100 points in this game, and Indiana's going for it here. Give me that, you idiot. Come on, Nick. Take this to the crib, buddy. Take this to the crib. Give us a 3-score lead. Bang. Pick 6 coming at a huge time. That puts us in a really good spot. 38 points on the half is actually wild. This is just what we've been doing for the last few weeks at this point. We know they're going to throw the ball here. We got Nick manned up in the slot, but wasn't expecting the quick drag, and that's not a great look. Okay, field goal is fine here. Just can't give up a touchdown. And they're trying to go back to Nick here on the drag. He was underneath that, but guy actually put a lot of air under that ball. Okay, so we'll have a 3rd and 8, and they're going back to the street. Give me that. Oh my god, dude, are we about to have 45 on the half? Come on, we gotta crib this. We gotta crib this. Outrun one guy. We really can't do that. Come on. All right, still a nice play. Look at our boy. Oh, he ran into a guy. Turned out to be a pretty good half, boys. Let's keep it going in the second half. Sit down. Man, do we still not have a forced fumble on the season? That's kind of wild because I feel like pretty much every tackle from Nick this year has been a big hit. Ziggy's been training him on how to lay the lumber as Indiana, not giving up yet, is going to hit the fade, and what a terrible angle from our defender. Hoosiers are back on the board, but offense is playing out of their minds, killing a ton of clock and getting another field goal as Nick gets tested in the run game again and once again lays it down. This might be the most tackles he's had in a game. He's got like 7 or 8 at this point as Indiana slicing us up again. Is this really gonna go to the crib? Come on, guys. Couple of coverage busts for us in this game. Okay, offense was able to kill a lot of the clock, so Indiana's got under 2 minutes to try to score 14 points. They just used a timeout, so they'll need an onside kick, but they will get the touchdown. All right, we will recover the onside kick. Let's see if offense can kill the clock. They cannot. Oh boys, this could get interesting. 43 seconds left. Nick is trying to bait that up low key, but the quarterback will just take a sack. Okay, at this point, I'm just gonna go prevent defense. I want to try to be careful not to give up the big play as Nick following a guy around and dives for the pick, but can't quite get it. With 10 seconds left, Indiana's quarterback quite literally has a year in the pocket, dude. I'm just trying to bait it up, and he goes to the other side. A wide receiver comes back to the ball, but he is going to fumble, and we pick it up. Are you kidding me, man? What a way to end this Big Ten championship game. We are officially headed to the college football playoffs as Nick presumably locked down the Heisman with 11 total tackles, 2 picks, and a kick return touchdown. All right, time for the moment of truth. Nick won Player of the Year with 37 interceptions and 16 touchdowns, and he is going to win the Heisman Trophy for the 3rd straight year. Let's go. And Nick is also going to win Special Teams Returner of the Year. All right, we got Virginia Tech in the Rose Bowl as we've got quite the interesting playoff bracket here. We'll see how this shakes out. So despite losing 2 games, we come into the playoffs as a solid 2 seed, and this defense already getting a stop. Nick's going to have a chance at a punt return. We've actually got some space here. I have been selling on these punt returns, and sadly, Nick's not going to be able to escape. I haven't really gotten enough punt returns to know the method as VT is going to go to Nick for the first time. Give me that. We are locking down this Virginia Tech offense on the first 2 drives. But offense with an unfortunate turnover As we're in the cover 2, Virginia Tech has us cooked on the corner routes and the Hokies tied up. We had a chance to grab the momentum there and offense didn't take it. Nickel tried to make something happen in the return game again, but once again, just nothing doing. But hey, 82-yard touchdown for offense. I know Virginia Tech just got the touchdown, but this has been a great performance from defense so far. We have not really forced punts like this all season, and okay, we might actually have a shot on the kick return, just gotta get to the edge, and for whatever reason, that's kind of hard to do on the punts. As we see there, Nick has 37 picks on the season, needs 3 more to get to 40. We are just kind of letting Virginia Tech hang around in this game. We need to put a foot on the neck, and a chance at another stop on 3rd and 6. As Nick's guy runs a slant, no, he's gonna move upfield, and they just throw it over the middle. We get the 2nd pick of the game. That is a linebacker who I don't even know who he is, bro. We just got to avoid any big plays. Virginia Tech does not look like they can move the ball consistently, and Nick is bound to catch another pick eventually. His teammate is gonna get fried here though. Man, it was 3rd and 17. I don't know what our guy was doing, but that'll put him back in it. Offense has scored 21 points, but man, there have been a lot of 3 and outs for us, and Virginia Tech is gonna kill us over top again. Sheesh, the man coverage is looking rough. I think Nick might have bumped a guy. That 2-score lead evaporated insanely fast, and I don't know what's going on with our DBs right now, dude. Need Nick to come through here. All of a sudden, these guys are doing whatever they want on offense. They got 1st and goal, and right up the gut, there is nobody home. Okay, so now we really got a game on our hands. We just got cooked by a guy named Otis Root, and offense gets nothing. If we're not careful, we might go down by 2 scores. As they come Nick's way, man, we were close to picking that off. Really was not expecting a throw on that, and on 3rd and 6, they're coming Nick's way again. Give me that, dude. We needed that in the worst way. Come on, Nick. Take this to the crib. Take this to the crib. Let's go. The 3-time Heisman winner flips into the end zone, and finally we got the momentum back in this one. Okay, that was cool, but how about another one, Nick? Oh no, instead they're gonna go to the sidelines, and I sometimes hate this defense. This dude number 7 has been going crazy on us. Okay, big time answer from offense. There are just 4 minutes left, and we got VT to 3rd down. Okay, this is a huge play, boys. Going with a little man coverage. Looks like a curl. No, that was an out, and oh my god, dude, I was not expecting the late throw, and it's Nick who gets beat on 3rd down. That is brutal. Man, I was in good position, but just got turned around at the worst time, and now time ticking down to 3 minutes. Nick might be feeling that one later, but they go over the middle, and we get the classic middle linebacker pick. Shout out David Easton. Okay, offense, go down and get us a touchdown. And yes, sir, they do it. We just got 45 seconds. Need to hold it down, boys. Nick's guy is running a hitch, and they go over the middle again. This time our linebacker wasn't quite there. I want to keep everything in front of us, but man, this cover one is what's been working. Want to give Nick a chance at a pick, but going to the sidelines there, I don't know. The good thing is that we don't have a risk of like losing this game on a deep ball or something, unless Virginia Tech were to go for 2. And oh my god, Nick gets tried over the middle, and once again, dude, Nick gets cooked up. I was lagging way too far behind that route. All right, 3rd and 10. Come on, boys, please. Virginia Tech is gonna go for it all and go into the corner of the end zone. Man, they just keep doing it to this defense. Okay, 7 seconds left. We might be headed to overtime. Nick is gonna get a chance at a kick return, and oh my god, I thought he had a lane up the middle. 3 seconds left on the clock, but somehow, some way, offense gets a touchdown. You gotta be kidding me. We are gonna win the Rose Bowl in dramatic fashion, headed to the next round. It was an up and down game for sure. Nick had 2 picks, including a huge pick 6, but definitely some rough moments later in the game. In the playoff semifinal, we got another tough one taken on USC, and history hangs in the balance. Nick is 1 pick away from 40 interceptions, a truly just unbelievable milestone. So here we go. We got another West Coast up-tempo style offense. USC is going to be tough to deal with today, especially if they run those fade routes that cook our guys. The slot corners just simply cannot hang with that route, and USC is going to run it to our side. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that was 100% going in, and their running back's gonna hit the Heisman post. We won that already, buddy. Okay, well, not a good start at all. Nick has the kick return here, and a little seam opened up, but not able to get through it. Offense with a big answer, though. They've been so good. After the last game, I can't make any complaints. Like, actually, how many times has the Iowa offense genuinely bailed out Nick in this series? This game, though, it looks like he's trying to play for him, and that, boys, is his 40th interception on the season. Let's go for 50. Why not, man? 3rd and 9 is a big opportunity. They're going with a little 5 wide. I'm expecting a streak route as they go over the middle, and great hit from our middle linebacker. So Nick will have a punt return here, and this actually sets up nice. We'll try to cut it back, but a boy came out of nowhere. Offense did sadly end up having to punt that, and they gotta throw me that screen. I'm a little bit bored of the streak picks. Let's get something else here, but nope. They just keep on giving them to us, and we will for sure take them. 41 on the year now. Okay, offense, 2-score lead. I need it. Nope, we head to halftime 14-7. Defense has actually been solid in this one, and why not 3? They just keep on throwing that route. Third on the day for Nick. Nice little redemption for him after some rough moments in the last game. But we're seeing it again. We just can't quite put the game away. USC's bound to get a big play eventually, and I couldn't see anything there. They go to the fade, and Nick was coming off of his man. Somehow we knocked that out. An interesting play to say the least, and they got this weird cluster formation here. On 3rd and 7, it looked like a screen, and man, we got to get a knockout on that. Big opportunity missed on that one, but we got him to 3rd down again. Sitting in the cover 2, I'm trying to lurk something up in the flats, but USC just goes with the ground game. They got number 86 handling the ball, and Nick's gonna have to get the tackle. Okay, another chance at a 3rd down. This has got to be a run, right? Looks like a jet touch pass, and we get it. Let's go. All right, 4th and 4. This could very well be the game. Nick's got the flats and expecting a little wheel or so. Oh, quarterback taking off. I didn't see that at all. Damn, man. If Nick saw that a second sooner, we might have been headed to the national title game and trying to force a fumble on the running back. All of a sudden, the Trojans are just going death march and going to the outside here. The running back's going to get around the edge and crib it, diving into the end zone. That was a pretty killer drive from USC. We'll see what offense has to respond as Nick cannot get through the wash. Oh boy, they kick a field goal with 2 minutes left. This is going to get interesting for sure. Okay, Nick, we can't pucker up like last game. Got to be good here. And I'm trying to bait up the streak. Quarterback scrambling and goes down. All right, good stuff, defense. Nick's guy is going to run an out. Oh, bro, this is just like last game. I was never expecting an out. And now the Trojans are in field goal range already. Nick sold. Need some redemption, man. I'm baiting up the streak. Throw it, and oh my god, dude. Man, we had it played perfectly for the interception. Looks like they're going back to something similar, and oh my god, did we just get mossed? Oh god, this has been a rough drive for Nick. We cannot go out like this. They're going curls. Okay. Just one more pick, Nick. One more pick, buddy. Oh my god, they're going to the end zone, and I was not expecting the slant. We get a flag, though. Nick gets bailed the hell out. We are trying so hard to choke here. Sticking with the man coverage, and they're going RPO. I think we just got another flag. Man, do we decline this? I think we gotta take it, right? Okay, now we might get another vert situation from USC. No, they just run it. Okay, did we make the right decision? Dude is gonna get to about the same spot they would have been otherwise. Okay, so 3rd and goal. Here we go. Let's see what we get. Nick's guy's just running a curl, and we get the sack. Bang, dude. So a rough drive from Nick. Can we answer with something on the kick return? Come on, Nick. Come on. We spin out, and Nick is not gonna get around the edge. Oh my god, bro. Offense turned it over. They threw an interception. How did this happen? USC is gonna have a 1st and goal. And is that a jet touch pass? No, they go up the middle, and this is bad. I don't know if we got a shot now. All right, Nick, it's been a minute, buddy. If there ever was a time to do it, it's now. One shot at a kick return touchdown, and we run into a wall. It's gonna be up to the sim, and offense took a sack. 3rd and 5 with 14 seconds. Oh my god, bro. No way. They did it again? Unbelievable, boys. Wow, this has been an insane game, and we haven't even been able to see most of the crazy stuff. Now we just need one stop from defense. Come on, guys. 3rd and 5. Nick's manned up on the running back. Absolutely no idea what this is going to be. Okay, we got jet touch pass. No, sir. All right, USC gets the field goal, but offense gets nothing. And just like that, Nick's college career has come to an end. I can't believe it, man. I thought this was the team of destiny. We even got the Hail Mary. I don't know what happened in overtime, but USC is headed to the Natty. A heartbreaker for Nick, man. 3 picks, but had chances late in the game and couldn't quite capitalize. That brings the greatest season in college football history to an end. 42 interceptions from Nick, 6 deflections. Okay, we did have 1 forced fumble, and then how many touchdowns? 17. That is crazy. In Nick's Iowa career, he finished with 99 interceptions over 3 years, 2,333 receiving yards. You add the 18 that he had to Tulane, and that's 117 interceptions. So let me know, where do you think our guy should end up in the NFL? I think he is going to be shattering records from the jump. Appreciate y'all following along for this series. You guys have been great with the support. Be sure to drop a like and comment, and have a good one. Peace.